kidding. I'm only kidding. Back to school can be a big adjustment for kids and parents, but one local martial arts expert is starting off the year strong, providing a few tips, build confidence, better routines, and combat bullying. Matthew Sikora with
True Martial Arts.
True Martial Arts.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go into a new school year, it's not about seriousness, learning how to fight.
Sure.
It's about balancing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, for kids going into the school year, I think all parents want their children to start out with a little bit of discipline and really having some goals for the school year, right? We always tell our students the goals you set are the goals you get, right? So if you step into the school year kind of just going through the motions, it can lead you to a place maybe you didn't anticipate going. So we're encouraging our families and our program to sit down with their kids, talk to them about the goals that they have for the school year, and set some really clear, realistic goals for how they want to make this the best school year ever.
That is, it sounds so simple, but for any of us, when you write down those goals, like, and you have a little roadmap of how to accomplish them, I mean, it's tangible and gives you a clear ending point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Something to aim for. Discipline, big part of martial arts. So how do we as parents encourage that discipline in our kids?
Well, some of the things as it relates to back to school are some of the more cliche things that you hear in terms of like making sure that kids are responsible for packing their own bag and their lunch and their water bottle and getting into those routines. And that's the big thing, is establishing a routine and sticking with it. So bedtime routine, morning time routines, and through those we generate like new habits, and hopefully they're positive habits that serve them in other ways, and they can take that discipline and apply it to other areas of their life.
My little guy's in karate, and it is
it's awesome.
He's been doing it for over 2 years, and it's literally one of the best things that we ever did with him.
Fantastic.
Personally, I mean, the confidence, the discipline, and everything you're talking about, I've seen personally in him.
Oh, that's so great.
Well, and some of that confidence, which is you see whether you're doing martial arts or something else, how does that translate into how you carry yourself throughout the day?
Yeah, I mean, we all know what it looks like when somebody carries themselves with confidence, and how do we accomplish that with our kids is by acknowledging the fact that there's going to be challenges throughout the school year. Best school year ever doesn't necessarily mean that the school year is going to go great. You're not going to have any issues with friends. You're not going to have any academic challenges. We all know that there's going to be challenges that come up. So the idea is that we want to, teach our kids in a way that they feel that they're ready for those challenges. Talking through those challenges with them, before the school year starts. Like, for example, what would you do if you're in the lunchroom and there's nowhere to sit or you don't know where to go? Like, those are good things that when they find themselves in those situations, they go, okay, I've talked through this before. That gives me the confidence that I know how to deal with it, and that's a lot different than removing obstacles and challenges from kids. The confidence comes from knowing that they can deal with those challenges as they arise.
Matthew, bullying comes in all different forms.
Yes.
Online, physical, all of the above. How do you guide students in handling those situations, different situations?
We have what we call our 5 rules of personal safety that we teach our kids in class. I'll kind of bust through them quick because I know we're limited on time. But number 1 is using their mind. That's rule number 1, right? Trying to develop safe habits, traveling with friends, being aware of your surroundings, certain things like that that will help, have them avoid those situations. Number 2 is using their words, telling kids about how to actually look somebody in the eye and stand up for themselves with confidence, not in a shy kid pose, but in a super kid pose. So we'll actually teach that in our classes. Number 3 is using your legs, like teaching kids that it's okay to, hey, walking away from a bad situation doesn't make you a coward. It actually makes you pretty smart, right?
Very smart.
Number 4 is asking for help, rehearsing that with the kids. Like, hey, if you're going to go up to Mr. or Mrs. Jones, here's how you ask for help, right? Telling them the difference between reporting a situation that's going on in school and tattling. Sometimes they don't want to run into that.
Is number 5 just laying them flat out?
Number 5,
You've done 1 through 4. You've tried.
Number 5 is defend yourself, right? So we do want to teach our kids that you're not, you don't want to make yourself an easy target.
It comes in all forms.
So just making sure that they have the confidence and that they have some tools to be able to defend themselves. And the best way to do that is ongoing some sort of self-defense training for them.
All right, real quick, give us one thing we can do. Is it posture? Is it the way we stand? What can we do to
all of the above, right? So We talk to our kids a lot about the victim selection process, right? I'm a bully. I don't have an alternative plan, but I'm going to pick an alternative victim potentially, right? So if I'm kind of scanning around the room trying to decide who's going to be my victim today, it's not the kid standing up tall, making strong eye contact, keeping his chin up, being aware of his surroundings. It's more the kid that when you look at them, they kind of, cower away a little bit. So that is something that we rehearse with our kids over and over, because that's the number one thing that's going to stop it before it ever happens.
But that posture, even if you're a woman walking out of a store to your car, that posture also sends that message as well. Don't mess with me, right?
As we're teaching our adult students, the number one thing is actually, it sounds really basic, but just awareness.
Don't be on your phone.
Get off your phone.
All right.
How many times have we all been driving through a parking lot and you see someone that's just looking down, pushing their car?
This woman was walking in front of me. I was driving,
she doing?
And she's looking at. I don't even know if she realized that I was there.
So that victim selection process is the same, whether it's a bully in a schoolyard or it's the mentality of someone that is going to assault somebody, right?
Situational awareness.
That's right.
Awareness.
All right. Thanks so much.